everything you've been told about the night of April 14th, 1912, is a carefully constructed fairy tale. While the world wept for the 1/500 souls lost to the North Atlantic, a much darker, much more expensive secret was sinking into the abyss. They told you it was a tragedy of hubris. They told you it was an unavoidable accident with an iceberg. They lied. The Titanic wasn't just a luxury liner. It was a floating fortress carrying the largest covert gold shipment of the 20th century, a shipment meant to change the course of global history. For 114 years, the British and American governments have maintained a no-touch zone around the wreck, claiming it was out of respect for the dead. But in January 2026, the silence was finally shattered. A rogue salvage operation, using 2026 quantum Muon tomography, has bypassed the Navy's jamming signals. What they found in the belly of the ship, in hold number 4, is a reinforced steel vault that shouldn't exist. Inside that vault sits 200 crates of unmarked gold bullion, ancient wealth recovered from colonial mines, worth over $3 billion today. Tonight, we pull back the curtain on the most significant underwater discovery of our time. We are breaking down the 2026 Atlantic Sun leaks, the secret manifest removed from the official records, and the terrifying reason why every submersible that touches that vault experiences a total electronic blackout. If you think the Titanic story ended in 1912, you are about to see the truth that was buried 2 miles down. This is the forbidden history of the Titanic gold. The secret manifest of 1912. To understand why there is $3 billion in gold at the bottom of the ocean, we have to look at the world as it was in 1912. The British Empire was in a silent panic. World War I was looming on the horizon, and the Bank of England needed to move its gold reserves to the United States to secure credit for the coming conflict. But there was a problem. German U-boats were already prowling the Atlantic. They couldn't send the gold on a warship. That would signal a mobilization for war. They needed a civilian shield. The Titanic, the largest and most unsinkable ship ever built, was the perfect candidate. According to the 2026 Black Box Files, a collection of bank records leaked from a private London archive earlier this year, the Titanic AS cargo manifest was doctored. Official records listed the cargo as luxury wines, fine linens, and high-end furniture. But the leaked 2026 documents show a different reality. Stowed in the high-security mailroom was a shipment of Ophir gold, ancient bars of 98% purity, seized from secret mines in Africa and the Middle East. 4 specialized agents from the Secret Service of the Bank of England were assigned to the ship, posing as first-class passengers. Their only job was to ensure that gold reached New York. But when the ship struck the iceberg, the plan changed. The gold was too heavy to move to the lifeboats. It was abandoned. For over a century, the families who own that gold, the world's elite, have been waiting for the technology to catch up so they could take it back. That technology arrived in 2026. The 2026 Atlantic Sun discovery. In February 2026, a leaked video from an autonomous underwater vehicle, AUV, surfaced on an encrypted server. The footage, part of the top-secret Operation Atlantic Sun, shows a robotic arm clearing nearly a century of silt from a section of the stern that was previously thought to be inaccessible. As the sediment falls away, it reveals a massive, reinforced steel door. This wasn't a standard ship's door. It was a custom-fitted vault, built into the structural frame of the Titanic, using muon tomography, a technology that uses subatomic particles to see through solid steel. The 2026 research team was able to peer inside. The scans revealed crates stacked in a perfect grid. Each crate is made of a lead-lined alloy that has prevented the salt water from corroding the gold for 114 years. This is why the Titanic Treaty was signed by dozens of nations in the 1980s. It wasn't about conservation. It was about containment. The governments knew the gold was there. They knew that if a private citizen found it, the legal battle over the ownership would crash the international gold market. In 2026, the leaked data shows that Project Atlantic Sun was a joint venture between a private billionaire and a rogue military faction. They used a stealth submersible to avoid the Navy's patrol. But as they approached the vault door, they realized the gold wasn't the only thing down there. the electronic shield, and the 2026 incident. This is where the story shifts from a treasure hunt to a high-tech nightmare. Every modern expedition to the Titanic has reported the same thing. As soon as you get close to the stern's hold 4, your electronics begin to fail. In 2025, a Russian submersibles navigation system completely inverted. In 2026, the Atlantic Sun drone experienced a total hard drive wipe the moment it touched the vault's handle. Why is this happening? Physicists who have analyzed the 2026 leak believe the gold bars are coated in a specific radioactive isotope, a primitive but effective tracking system used by the Bank of England in 1912. Over a century underwater, this isotope has reacted with the decaying metal of the Titanic, creating a massive electromagnetic field. The Titanic is no longer just a ship, it's a giant, rusted battery. This energy field acts as a guardian, freeing the circuits of any robot that tries to break the seal. But the 2026 data reveals something even more chilling. The field is pulsing. It's not a random energy leak, it's a rhythmic, repeating signal. Is the gold being protected by a 100-year-old security system that is still active? Or is there something else in that vault, something the gold was meant to insulate? According to the whistleblower, the vault wasn't just designed to keep people out, it was designed to keep the energy in. And as the Titanic's hull continues to dissolve, that energy is finally escaping. The 2027 financial reset. Why does this discovery matter now, in 2026? Because the world economy is on the brink of a massive shift. Since the Project Atlantic Sun leak, central banks have been quietly repositioning their assets. They know that $3 billion in physical gold, if recovered, would create a legal and economic shockwave. The 2026 leaks suggest that the elite have a plan for a 2027 recovery operation. They are building a specialized, non-metallic submersible that can withstand the electromagnetic pulse of the Titanic vault. This isn't for science or history, it's for the survival of the global financial system. Whoever controls the Titanic gold controls the narrative of the 20th century. The gold represents a time when wealth was physical, not digital. By recovering it, they hope to anchor the new digital currencies to a tangible asset. But the Titanic is a grave that refuses to be robbed. The more we try to take from her, the more she takes back. Since the 2026 discovery, 2 more unmanned drones have vanished in the area. No wreckage, no signal, just gone. The final warning and conclusion. As the Titanic continues to be eaten away by iron-eating bacteria, we are running out of time. In 10 years, the ship will be gone. The vault will collapse, and the $3 billion in gold will be buried under miles of sediment, lost to humanity forever. The 2026 discovery has given us a choice. Do we leave the Titanic in peace as a memorial to the lives lost? Or do we chase the gold that likely caused her sinking in the first place? The Solomon bullion, the secret gold of the Titanic, is the ultimate test of human greed. We have seen the sonar scans. We have read the leaked manifests. We know the gold is there. But the ocean has a way of keeping its secrets. Perhaps the Titanic wasn't meant to be found. Perhaps the electronic shield is a warning from the 1,500 souls below. Some things are better left in the dark. What do you think? Should the governments be allowed to recover this secret gold, or should it belong to the world? Is the Titanic curse real, or is it just high-tech security? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We are monitoring the North Atlantic sonar feeds 24/7, and as soon as the 2027 recovery mission begins, we will be here to report it. Subscribe and hit the bell. The truth is deep, but it's finally rising.